Cynthia Morgan was signed in October of 2013. Then I wasn't expecting to sign Cynthia Morgan. Like you people already know, the contract was prepared by Cynthia Morgan and her then manager, Joy. They came to my room suddenly begging, let's just do this. So I did not have any company that I run with. I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was P Square and me.
Did you guys hear that? Exactly what I'm talking about. Hear him louder. Hear Jude louder. He doesn't run any company except Northside Entertainment, which is P Square and him. He didn't say three of us as P Square. Now that confirms that Jude was a student, like I said earlier. He was schooling. He wasn't employed. He doesn't have any company. I won't say he was jobless, because I would say, Jude, you are jobless. Because when me and I and Paul were in school, still doing P Square, we were working. We were University of Abuja. So, Jude, you were in school. But I and Paul were P Square, working. You just confirmed it. You were not running any company. You did not employ anybody. You're unemployed. So, same Paul said that Jude has been running Northside Music before we moved into Lagos. Almost 24 years ago. Their stories are not tallying. And again, you said you signed Cynthia Morgan in October 2013. And this is the contract. It has Northside Music Inc. But in 2013, you have not registered it. It means that you signed Cynthia Morgan with unregistered company. Right? Now, this is where it gets interesting. Listen.
I'm only running with Northside Entertainment, which was P Square and me. I was like, okay, to make it a little formal then, I now used the letterhead of Northside Entertainment to print the first page of that agreement. But whatever write-up that is about the agreement is talking about Northside Music Inc. This was 2013. We're talking about 11 years ago.
So, Jude, that means you signed Cynthia Morgan with unregistered company in 2013 because Northside Music was registered in 2015. Right? So, 2 years after signing her, that was when you registered Northside Music. With our own company, Northside Entertainment letterhead paper. Jude. After I submitted the petition, the ongoing investigation was already going on and all that. I was about to embark on a journey to Turkey, Istanbul, of course, to go and do, when I did, of course, you also, I did my hair implant. There was a document they demanded. So I was going through my document and all that. Guys, you need to see what I found. Oh my God. I found, in same 2013, I found a Northside Entertainment statement of account that we used, we used in going to, I think, America Embassy, one of these embassies. I think it's like 6 months statement of account. Remember, this is a USD account, like dollar account, right? Now, I'm going to show you guys this statement of account. Of course, now some people go shout, say, oh, so P Square, we are making this kind of money. Don't worry, P Square are not small. P Square are not small. Remember, we share 3 ways. If 50,000 goes to Peter, it goes to Paul, it goes to Jude. So this is the account. When you look left top, you see it's Northside Entertainment Limited. When you look top right, you see USD. That shows it's a dollar account. If you look further down, where it says statement period, it says 2nd of March 2013 to 31st of October 2014. That's the duration of this statement of account. Now, if you look at the first page, it circled $50,000 into 3 places, which is supposed to be Peter, Paul, and Jude. But see, the first 50,000 went to Jude's account. Because remember, Jude is the one signing all this, doing all these transactions, not me. All right? Or Paul. Now, the first 50,000 was sent to Jude's account. Jude sent it to his account. The second 50,000, Jude now sent it to his account. The third 50,000 below, Jude now sent to me. Peter Okoye's account. Now, if you look at it properly, Jude sent 50,000 twice to himself. If Jude decides to send Paul 50,000 in the next page, it means that Jude is now stealing from Peter and Paul. But if he sends Paul 100,000, it means that Paul and Jude are stealing from me. Now, let's go to the next page. In the next page, look at very well. Who did Jude, the second one, who did Jude send $100,000 to? It's Paul, Nonso Okoye. Now, in the box ones, he now sent 20,000 to Peter and Paul. I can't remember why the money was there, but we'll come back to that. Again, look at the two second ones. Jude again, the first second one again. Who did Jude send 100,000 to? To himself. The second one, who did Jude send 100,000 to? To himself. Right? Swipe again. The next one, who did Jude send $150,000 to? He sent it to himself. Look down again. I didn't circle it, but if you look down, you see another 50,000. Jude sent the 50,000 to himself. Now, Jude sent 150,000 to himself. Now, who did Jude send $150,000 in the next page? Paul Okoye. This is what these guys were doing to me. Because if they give me a statement of account, if you look at the amount there, it says $3.2 million. I'll just look at it that side, I'll forget. What that means that the aggregators we are paying inside Nonsa Entertainment, Paul and Jude were splitting it. Yes. And you guys think it's fair. Like I said before. I beg, as soon as they steal from me, more not even day nice now. There's a way you be stealing from somebody, eh? You still be nice to the person, make them know, make them no suspect. When they steal from me, still they try to pin me down. It no go better for two of them. So, remember when I said we were all invited and I came with two of my lawyers? When they asked Jude, do you know you committed an offense here? Jude said, yes. But guess what? When we're having more like everybody's arguing whether this one's took this amount, Paul is claiming Jude is the P square. One of the investigators now say, now, let's do it this way. Three of you all agreed in your statement that you share 3 ways. Jude, here is how we can prove to you guys that you guys have been unfair to Peter. You guys say this. Breakdown of the sum investigated by EFCC at the meeting held on the 6th of June 2024. Account investigated EcoBank, Zenith Bank, and FCMB. Let's find out how much left Nonsa Entertainment to individual account. All of us agreed we share 3 ways. If they've suspected they've transferred 10 billion naira to Peter, Jude 10 billion, Paul 10 billion. Now let me tell you what they did to me. Watch. Nonsa Entertainment FCMB dollar account. They discovered 368,950,000. That 350, what left to Jude's account is $211,650. $211,000. While Jude was getting $211,000, Paul was getting $78,650. See how much Peter got? $41,800. Tell me, how do you feel? They found naira in some account, because that's the US account we had before we broke up. They found 19,400,858. One went to Jude, decided 19 million, 5 million. One went to Paul, it's 10 million. Peter got nothing. I'm not a fool. EcoBank, they found over $1.7 million. Inside $1.7 million. What went to Jude's account is $1.1 million plus. While Jude is getting that, Paul was getting $473,000. Peter was getting $268,000. And would they share 3 ways? While Jude was getting net 79 million naira plus, Paul was getting 69 million naira plus. Peter was getting 50 something. I said I shouldn't fight for my right. No. Until depression catch me. Now they pray make I broke. Peter no get money again. So that they go laugh me. Never see anything. And the sole secret account, Northside Music, that they created, total inflow almost $2 million, $1,925,000. Jude got everything. Lest I forget, this was what the EFCC investigators were telling us, and we're all jotting it down. They have their own copy that I'm sure they jotted it down by themselves. While they are doing this, the Zenith Bank account officer was being arrested. He refused to bring the statement of account. He was detained. They were now printing it. I'm sure they discovered, I don't want to tell you how many hundreds of thousands of dollars or 1.something million that went to Jude again. The question is, was there ever a time that on this account they gave Peter more? No. Now, under here, Northside Music. Jude created Northside Music, both FCMP, both EcoBank, both Zenith, and same Access Bank he wanted us to open. And this was the same game tactics they used on Cynthia Morgan. Probably Cynthia Morgan will be looking for her money inside Northside Inc. Just as for me, I'll probably be looking for her own money inside Northside Entertainment, not knowing that the money are inside Northside Music. Because when Jude was being investigated, they told him to account for the money, the inflows on Northside Music. There was over hundreds of thousands of dollars, I can't even remember, that he said the money was not for P Square. It belongs to his artist. The moment I heard that, I called Cynthia Morgan. I said, I found your money. She went to EFCC. There's a process. I don't know how far she has gone though, but I did fight my own. I don't give her this thing. Cynthia, go and fight for your money. Jude, you're wicked. You're very wicked. If you not only say that they steal from me, it would have been better. He would have been stealing from me and be nice to me. Steal from me and went online to bring me down. Mr. 99%. For you to tell EFCC in my front that P Square, that the same crime Jude committed, that me and you committed it to, that we diverted money to. They asked you where. I said because we set up Square Root Entertainment. Jude is not our manager. We got two managers. You know, I told them it was a diversion. Highest betrayal. I thought it was just only saying it within the office of the EFCC. Paul, you took it to the public. You said it in public. Guys, watch.
It's Peter that is doing this, and I'm here. He's putting him in prison. I'm here to bring him out.
Okay, now, so, but Peter is a brother too.
I didn't deny that he's not my brother. Okay?
So, are you saying you're tilting towards Peter more than...
I understand the issues because you know why...
Sorry, towards Jude more than Peter?
It has nothing to do... I'm only standing for the truth. Because let me tell you something. The same crime they accuse him that he did, then Peter is guilty, Paul is guilty.
So, Paul, you look at me in my face and you tell me that you and I came back as P Square. We set up our own management company. We perform, we sweat, went on tours. Because the money that we were making, we were not remitting to Jude. You told the EFCC that it was also diversion, and you even said it in public. Oh God. Boy, you're rude. No wonder. Mr. 99%. No wonder you wanted you to be our manager. Should I tell you guys what happened? Here's what the deal is. This is where I'm going to end this topic. So, when P-Square got back, Jude walked up to Paul and said, listen, as you don't get your P-Square back, this money, we will share aside. I will use it to hold my side. Paul said no. That whatever he makes in P-Square, we'll share 50-50 with Jude. So long as Jude is sharing this one with him. That's exactly what happened. Now this will now bring us the reason. The 90 million Paul claimed he borrowed Jude, he never borrowed Jude. It was those royalties. Jude and Paul were not talking for 2 months. Paul calculated the money that he's been collecting. Within that 2 months, he realized that Jude had not given him the money. That's why he said Jude is owing him 90 million. True. How can you say Jude is owing 90 million when Jude can pull out statement of account nearly $700,000 that he has in his account? Why would I borrow 90 million from you when I have this account, money in my account? Paul, why don't you tell the world the truth? That the 90 million was not in existence. It was because Jude was supposed to remit money that he's been stealing. You guys have been sharing. I found myself in the midst of their shady business. That was when we finally took P-Square catalog to those people. So I don't bust. That told him and Jude they share. 3 of us they share. I look stupid, huh? No, I never see anything.